We're on air, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Descant.
No.
Let's go.
You really starting it from where you started earlier?
Yeah,
We're gonna leave that in.
I want to leave part of it in.
You want to leave me in
It's
saying
it's funny.
no?
All right, get a little closer.
Oh,
So I found that, and this may or may not be in.
hold
I'm
on.
just
I'm
telling
moving
you.
a bag of chips. Hold on. This is. I was a little snacky.
Anyway, so
We let's preface this by saying that we haven't recorded a podcast in about probably a week and a half, 2 weeks. I would say 2 weeks.
when was the last time? I don't think it was that long
Before
ago.
episode, no, it was about a week ago, a little more, in a little while, and I am out of the podcast groove. So, this this episode might need a little bit more editing.
Yeah, it was like 12 days ago.
Yeah, it's 2 weeks. I'm going across the room. I needed to get something. I'm back. Ladies and gentlemen, I have returned.
All right, Mr. Frost.
So, what's the topic today?
No,
Eli.
we have to do an intro. Dumb. You dumb.
We're like 15 minutes into
I
the
can
episode.
put this after the intro.
Okay, whatever.
Right?
You know what? Do whatever you want, Mr. Editor.
Mr. Editor. However, I do think that you should hit us with it this time because all of my intros have been absolute dog crap.
You want me to come up with the intro?
I want you to just
Off the top of my head.
No, I want you to just follow your heart.
Just follow my heart.
Just
Hello, everybody. And this is Descant. How was that? I followed my heart and it led me in the wrong direction.
I'm just sad, you know.
All right.
Sad times that these are.
What is the? Listen.
We have a topic.
We're 45 minutes into.
We
the
have a
episode.
topic. Is that not fantastic?
We have.
Noah and I have a topic.
We are grown butt men.
Nice.
And we've not had a topic before. I would even say our top 10 questions wasn't even a topic. That was just an activity that we did.
That's fair. And so this almost is.
It's a mixture because it actually is like a set topic. So who wants to you want to give them what the topic is?
No, I want to lead him on for 10 more minutes.
I'm gonna tell him. So the topic for this week's podcast is
Episode number 5.
Episode 5 of
I'm
Descant.
Eli. He's Noah.
Yes, in case you didn't watch the first 4.
Which you probably didn't.
No.
Probably not even watching this one.
Rip.
They've clicked off by now.
They heard me go and they're like, okay, I'm done.
Too cringy, dude.
The what was I gonna say?
The
I've lost my
topic
mind.
for this
the topic
week
is Eli and I's top 10 favorite video games. Like
individually.
Yeah.
Nice.
Jinx. Dang.
Jinx again. Jinx. Dang. That's how that
So
goes.
we're gonna go. We have top 10, and we're gonna go.
Everyone come out and see Frozen 2.
Sponsor. Redacted Cinema.
We have made Redacted Cinema. That's okay. That is something that I did want to talk about before we get any further, is like where we're kind of going with the podcast and all this. So, I do want us to be family friendly. I want this to be a family friendly podcast, just so our mothers can listen. You know.
Mm-hmm.
However, I'm pretty sure I mentioned this to you. If I didn't, it's
Here it is.
on the spot. Here it is. I think I need to try to edit them less and censor out less.
Yeah.
Which, granted, our whole deal on that is if we somehow blow up overnight, if somehow suddenly become interested in us, I don't want some crazy person to find out where we live and kill us.
Yeah.
So I've been bleeping out like location details, but honestly,
That's why I keep saying redacted,
yeah.
because
But we're gonna try to do that less, and names and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
If there's someone that we feel really would not want their name on a podcast, we need to just try and not say it, because I feel like it's taking away from the podcast feel slightly.
understandably so.
So
Anyway,
just wanted to get that out of the way.
Yeah.
Top 10 video games. We also have not told each other our lists.
We
intentionally did not.
We know a couple of the ones that are on the list just
because some of them are obvious.
Yeah, and we're best friends, so we're bound to know a couple. I think I'm gonna go first.
But I am intrigued, and we're starting with 10, going to 1.
Yes.
So
and we're gonna go. We're gonna go. I'll do 10. He'll do 10. Then I'll do 9. He'll do 9.
Exactly.
Stuff like that.
And I'm very interested to find out your number 1. I'm fairly sure I know what. I don't know. We'll just see. We'll see.
All right.
Let's get into the news, ladies and gentlemen.
Number 10. Can we get like a number 10?
Dude, that would actually be so cool.
Number 15.
This is a podcast,
Burger King foot lettuce.
Dude.
The last thing you want in your Burger King burger. Okay, we're not doing that.
Number 10.
I gotta say, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is my number
10?
Yes.
That's really shocking to me.
You thought that would be higher?
I thought, yeah.
Listen,
I
love Mario Kart.
I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. It's higher for me.
Like that Mario Kart or just Mario Kart?
Just Mario Kart.
Yeah.
I did like just.
I guess
franchise.
that does apply to just Mario Kart. However, I do think that the newest one is the best. Personally, I've had the most fun playing that one, even though I don't even own it. Mario Kart 8 is just the pinnacle of what you want Mario Kart to be.
Mario Kart is just.
Mario Kart DS is a very close second, just because I have a lot of memories tied to that game.
I'm not gonna personally say a lot about Mario Kart because I'll talk about that when I get to it on my list. But have you said your?
That's basically it. Yeah.
Mario Kart. Okay.
We're gonna have to go through 20 of these, so we can't talk about them too much.
That's fair. How far are we in? 7 minutes. Nice. 7 minutes in heaven, ladies and gentlemen. That's what this was.
No.
Yeah.
No.
This
is not.
Once it's edited down, it's probably gonna be like 4. People are gonna be like, "What?" That happened a lot in my editing. I noticed that a lot. We'll like say where we're at time wise, and we'll be like 44 minutes, and it'll be like 40, and I'm like, nice. Okay, coming in at number 10 for me is Among the Sleep. I don't know if you've ever played that.
I haven't, and I know the name, but I've never seen anything about it. I don't
never
know what
watched it either?
No,
okay.
I don't know what it is at all.
It's a story-based game, and it's like mild horror.
Yeah.
It's not.
It's like a thriller, not a horror game, but a thriller, like an intense game. Yeah.
It's not like anything like Amnesia, that'll scare the pee out of you.
Or Slender, where you play it once and you're terrified of going into the woods ever again.
That's okay. We just talked about maybe doing honorable mentions, and this is a good way to work it in. That's one of my honorable mentions.
Slender.
Yeah.
Slender is.
But it's a very specific Slender.
Which one?
The weird thing is, I don't know.
Is it the original one?
It was an app on my phone.
I'm fairly certain that's the original one.
That I played like forever ago, and I loved it. It was so fun.
When they came out with the second one, who I don't know much about Slender's creator or anything like that. Excuse me. I have a good thing called phlegm. So, whenever they came up with the second one, they renamed the first one Slender the 8 Pages.
Okay.
So there are 2 games. I don't know what the title for the second one is, but the first one is called Slender the 8 Pages. It used to just be called Slender.
I'm pretty sure that was it, because that's what you did. You went around and found the 8 pages, and they said creepy stuff on them. I played that on the iPod Touch.
Nice.
I'm dead serious.
All right, we gotta stop talking about Slender.
Okay, yeah, we do. Back to Among the Sleep. It's a story-based game. I absolutely love like the full storyline because it's kind of like okay, let me backtrack. You play as a 2-year-old, and you're just like walking around a house exploring, and eventually it leads to like this. But quit checking your phone, dude.
My girlfriend.
You can't do that without distracting me.
My girlfriend is texting me. Listen, Grayley, that's your name. By the way, she said she didn't care.
Yep.
I'm gonna drop her social. I don't know it. 4. Her social security number's 4.
Her social security is negative.
It's like -6. You know when you get coordinates on Minecraft, or the seed on Minecraft, sometimes it's negative. I never understood that. I never knew why it was negative.
Wait.
Like when you type /seed and sometimes the seed is negative.
Oh, the seed is?
Nobody knows what the heck we're talking about. We gotta stop talking about Minecraft.
No, I think it's just to make more possibilities.
That's fair.
Because
Did you know
they
there's
want
actually a
nearly
limited amount of
infinite.
possibilities?
Oh yeah, there
Which
is. It's just an absurd.
Yeah, it's
absurdly
like
high
trillions
number.
of possibilities.
Trillions
I think
of
it's more.
trillions.
Yeah, it's like crazy. So it is entirely possible to get the same seed as somebody else. But it's also not possible at all.
One of my
you never will.
That makes me think of a story. One of my old friends. Oh my gosh, this kid. I'm not gonna say his name. This
Do
kid
I know
was
him?
a mess. You might. I probably not. But he was one of the first people that I ever played Minecraft with.
Yeah.
He hacked, and I didn't know that. And I'm
like on servers and stuff?
Yeah, I'm a carefree person now. I don't care now, but back then,
It like kept you up at night.
it bothered me, and I didn't know about it. Like he didn't tell me for a while, and we hopped on some like private world. It might have been like I don't know what it was even, but it was like some private survival world. I think it must have been his, because I know I didn't have one then. And we just loaded up a blank seed. And he was like, dude, I know this seed. I've gotten this seed before. And I was like, there's absolutely no way.
Yeah.
And eventually he fessed up and he was like, okay, I'm using X-ray. And I was like, dude.
Using X-ray on survival. Why would you do that?
I don't know. Kid has, oh my gosh. He's such a...
Anyway,
he was
we're
a
not getting
pain
into
in
that.
high school. Yeah. Anyway, so what was I? Among the Sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, good game. Highly recommend.
Might look into it.
It's number 10 because there are tons of better games out there, but I just had a great time playing it, and the ending, like it ends up being like this story of like real common problems, but like from this perspective of a 2-year-old.
Yeah.
And it's just really nice and like metaphorical, and it's just my job.
Yeah, I like games like that. All right, my turn. I just put my phone down. All right, this one is not going to come as a surprise, and I realize that a lot of my favorite games are very popular games, and I tried not to do that, but then I realized I haven't played a lot of games that aren't popular, which is weird.
Yeah.
Number 9.
You were talking about that in a previous episode.
I think so, yeah.
That was the childhood one.
That I'm trying to play games that aren't as absurdly popular. Like Luigi's Mansion I've recently started playing.
I've actually played a good bit of like really obscure games, and there's a couple more on this list, which I'm kind of excited to talk about.
Eli brought up a point before we started that any game could be possible, including like iOS games or like iPhone, games on the phone.
No matter what platform. And we're mainly basing it off like the entire series and not like say Portal 1 or Portal 2. It's just Portal.
Yeah, just as a whole.
As a whole.
My number 9, which surprised me that it's listed low, but I like a lot of games better. Also, keep in mind, just because it's lower on the list,
doesn't mean you don't love it.
It still made the top 10 over all the games that I made.
I had to cut out
that I played.
A bunch. Like, there were a lot more games that have been really influential for me. A lot more than I thought.
Number 9, Skyrim.
Is it?
Skyrim.
Okay. I figured Skyrim would be on yours.
It is such a... I want to say flawless, but it's not.
It's not.
You go back and play the original one before they redid the graphics and stuff. It's terrible. You don't want to look at it, but that game is timeless. There's a reason it's being released every couple years because it's worth it. And it may not be worth $60 anymore, but I would still gladly pay at least $40 for that game.
Yeah.
I love Skyrim, and I think I always will.
I have played Skyrim a little bit. I've never been like super into it, but I've played it enough to know that I love it.
Yeah.
It didn't make my list. It is an honorable mention for me. It was on my honorable mention section. It's an amazing game. It's such a huge game.
That's one of those games that I don't think a single person on this earth does not like.
That's fair.
Even if you don't like games,
it's hard not to like it because it's just so well done,
and it's so
ahead of its time.
It's one of those games like GTA where you can just hop in and do anything.
Yeah,
you can just start like wailing on a dog. I mean, it doesn't die because dogs don't die in that game. But you can
I actually don't think I knew that.
Yeah, dogs and children don't die. Which
How about that?
There was like this whole thing about it because in the original version of the game, like before it was released, children, like you could kill children
Oh,
So
that's my favorite pastime.
yeah, and I mean obviously that's
Can we
not
title
ideal.
this episode "Killing Children"?
No. So in previous games, they just didn't put children in the game, but they planned a DLC where you could like have a child, you could adopt a child. So obviously they needed children in the game, so they just made it so you couldn't kill them, so you can like beat them up and they just run. It's very strange.
Dang,
Anyway,
dude.
Skyrim number 9.
Number 9 for me would be Sims.
You know, I have never gotten into Sims, but I respect it.
Yeah.
Because it is the only game that's like that.
Yeah. I'm kind of the same way. I have not played it a lot. I've literally played it for like a handful of hours, probably. Not a lot at all. But when I did, that's why it's low on the list, because it's a great game, but it's not that influential for me. I had the time of my life playing it, though. It is so much fun. But
Yeah.
other than that, I don't have much to
you played
say.
it more, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, number 8. Let's see. Ooh, this one. The only reason this one is not higher is because there's ones that are higher. if that makes sense. This is where it starts to get really hard to put them in an order.
Yeah.
Because
that's
Skyrim,
something
I would say
have a
if
problem
I
with.
had a tier list, everything from number 8 on is in the S tier, at the top of the line, and then
Oh, I forgot about those things.
and then in the A tier, right below that, is like Skyrim. Just because I have a lot more fun playing the other games. I love like coming back to Skyrim and playing it for an hour or two, but I just don't sit down and play it as much as I used to.
Yeah.
Number 8, we're on 8. Number 8 is Terraria, which I know you
Yeah.
have not played much of.
Yeah, Noah actually, he like called me one day and he was like, "Do you have Terraria?" And I was like, "No." He was like, "Do you wanna have it?" And I was like,
Didn't I gift it to you?
Yeah, this kid straight up bought me Terraria just because he wanted to play it with me, and I was like, I
Terraria
guess,
is
dude.
so fun. PewDiePie recently started playing it again.
It is,
Or not again, for the first time.
it's a good game, but I don't know, I just never got into it.
It's
I
a game
feel
that if
really
you
bad.
don't have someone to help you or to play with you, it's so hard to get started.
I get you. I feel really bad that you bought it for me and I didn't really play
I don't
it.
care.
But
I bought it for you knowing that. Because I either knew you would
Yeah.
love it or never play it again, and
Yeah.
I don't care. It was like $10.
I mean, I don't dislike it. It's a good game. It's fun.
I think if you and
I
I
just-
actually sank some time
I
into
think
it, you
I
would,
could get
you
into
would
it.
adore that game. Because think about it this way. Think about how many weird, different, specific things there are in Skyrim.
Yeah.
Like specific weapons that are like a variation of another weapon or something like that.
Is that how that is?
Mix that with like Minecraft-esque.
Okay.
So there's like a crazy abundance of like specific boss weapons. There's bosses you can fight. It's so crazy how much there's actually in that game, and it's actually getting its last update very soon, called
That's
Journey's End, and it's been going since like 2012 or maybe earlier than that, I think. Anyway, but that's number 8. I love Terraria, always will.
Number 8 for me is a game that I guarantee you nobody listening has heard of. And I might have told you about it once, but I don't know. It's called What Remains of Edith Finch.
I think you've mentioned it.
It was so good. It's one of those games that, along with Among the Sleep, it's one of those games that you just play through once and that's kind of it.
Yeah, it doesn't
So
have replay value.
it can't be higher, but just the art style and everything about it is so cool. Like, basically what it does, you're just one person in front of this giant house.
Mhm.
And once you start exploring the house and stuff, and you go to, like, specific rooms, it's this family's house that, it's this really big family's house. So you're
Is
like related to all of the characters and stuff, and once you like get to their room, it explains like their story and how they died and stuff, and it, rather than just telling you, it like literally pulls you into their story, and it like puts you in another world,
Yeah.
and you live as them to like see how stuff happen. It is so
That's
cool.
I might have to play that. That sounds
It
good.
is so cool, and it's all like documented in this journal kind of thing, and it has like a drawing of a family tree, and it like stamps their face on it whenever you explore their area. It is such a well-made game, but it's so underrated. It's really good.
Yeah. I haven't played enough of those games, and if I've played them, like, have you heard of the game? This completely random and not along the same lines as that game at all. But have you ever played the game Tory Bash?
Oh, no.
Okay. Basically, it stands a character, like this, like, ragdoll character, in a T-pose. And if you don't know what a T-pose is, for those of you out here,
get lost.
Yeah, you're just standing straight up and your arms are out like a bird. So you make a T. That's what it is. That pose was really common in older games when making models for characters, so that you can model their arms and their legs and stuff. And then what they would do is they would rig like animations to the T-pose, so then it would just make the T-pose move. So instead of them being a T-pose, they would walk and stuff. But the standard model was in the shape of a T, so they could model it easier. So it puts them in a T-pose, and then you click on the parts of the body and like the muscles, and you set up what your character is going to do based on which muscles you move, and then you hit play, and the muscles that you move, and you try to knock out the opponent.
What the heck?
It's like a fighting game, but it happens in one turn. I'll have to show... It's free. I'll have to show you after
Holy
this.
crap,
You'll
dude.
love it. It's so stupid, but that's one of those games that was so close to making this list, but it's just not as good as the other games.
Yeah.
And I don't know. That's an honorable mention for me. Anyway, enough about
Number
Tory Bash.
7.
Number 7.
I'm excited to talk about my number 7.
This one is strange because this applies less so to the franchise and more so to a specific game, just because I've played more of this specific game. Borderlands 2.
Okay.
So I've played Borderlands 2, Borderlands the pre-sequel, and Borderlands 3.
I've never played a Borderlands game.
The original Borderlands I've never played. I've been told that you don't really miss much. Like, if you just watch a YouTube video, like, explaining the story, then you're fine.
Heard.
They say that about the pre-sequel too, which I disagree because I loved that game. In case you didn't realize, the pre-sequel comes before the second one. It's the pre-sequel. So it comes in, it's basically 1.5.
Okay.
And then Borderlands 3 comes after 2. So there is a linear story. Also, there's Tales from the Borderlands, which is a Telltale game that I never played, but
Telltale games are good.
I've watched some people play. Anyway, Borderlands 2 is
Sponsored
just...
by Telltale.
Oh, they're not a company anymore.
Oh.
Did you not know that? They went bankrupt.
Sponsored by bankruptcy.
There it is. Also, water, still. That's a returning sponsor of the show.
Can I just start putting that in the description?
Sponsored by water.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty good.
Welcome to Descant, a podcast that's sponsored by water.
Amen. Let's, here, hold on. Water.
We're being edited.
You're editing that out.
Probably not.
Anyway, so Borderlands 2 is just a game that I've spent so much time playing with my friend that works where I work.
Wait, what?
The short one that I live with. I don't know why.
Oh, okay,
I don't know why I
okay.
didn't say the one I live with. I don't know if she wants me to say her name. I doubt she cares. If you're listening to this, you know who you are. I've played a ton of it with her. I've played a ton of it with Ben. Ben doesn't care if I say his name. I don't think.
Well, we said it in one of the other ones.
We
so
did?
I hope he doesn't.
Oh, well, okay. Ben, you're the worst.
You suck, Ben.
I love
Screw you, Ben.
But I've just played so much of that game, and playing Borderlands 3 really reminds me of like the times that I played BL2. And I really like BL3 as well. It's
Bacon
just
lettuce, too.
Bacon lettuce, yes. BLT. BL3. I don't know. I just prefer 2. That was the one I spent the most time on, and that was the one that I got to know the characters a lot more. And I think Handsome Jack, who is the villain, who is a wonderful villain, probably if I had to rank my favorite villains, GLaDOS from Portal 2 is number 2. And Handsome Jack is 1.
Video game villains or villains in general?
Just villains in general, honestly.
Can we do that? We should do that.
We should do that.
Honestly,
well, now you know number 1 and 2, because that's it.
Honestly, I think we should do a lot of these top 10 episodes, because I think
they're fun.
I really like them.
Yeah. Anyway,
Dude.
Borderlands 2 is number 7.
We should just turn our podcast into a top 10 series. Descant top 10, dude.
That'd be funny. All right, what's your number 7?
Number 7 for me. Man. This one hits. Club Penguin.
Ooh. You want to know something? I never played it.
You said
never
that.
once.
We talked about Club Penguin. I'm pretty sure in the childhood episodes.
Yeah, we did.
Or episode. And I'm really glad because huge part of my childhood. I don't like. I don't know if I really have much to say about Club Penguin, but
just that it was your childhood. It was a large part of your childhood.
Yeah, I played that game so much. It was so fun.
I know that a lot of people like grew up on that game. So, it has a large impact honestly just in America.
That was the first like computer game that I was really into. I feel like that's sparked my my love of computer games.
You know what my first computer game was?
What?
Pop Tropica.
Oh, honorable mention, my dude.
Yeah, that game. Honestly,
I
it's
forgot
still
about
up.
that.
You know that, right?
Yeah.
That game's still up. And I haven't played it, obviously.
I spent a good
years,
amount of time on it.
But that game's still up, which I might have to return to that and just see what the heck's going on.
If I did remember, I don't think it would have made the list still.
But it was very close honorable mention.
It was
Pop Tropica's so good.
All right, go for number 6.
Number 6 for me is a very recent addition and one that I am surprised is so high. But I just love this game, Untitled Goose Game.
Oh my god!
For those of you who don't know, Untitled Goose Game is a game with a, first of all, gorgeous art style. Look it up. Just please look up Untitled Goose Game.
I've seen PewDiePie play it, I think.
I don't think he played it.
I've seen somebody play it.
Yeah, a lot of people did.
Know.
I don't think he's played it yet. Maybe he did. I don't know.
Maybe I'm thinking of the GOAT one.
Goat Simulator?
Yeah.
He probably played that years ago. That's probably
I know
old.
I've seen him play that.
Yeah.
I know it wasn't recent.
Basically, you play as a goose and you terrorize people.
Nice.
But it's so well done. The music is so cute. It takes place in like a quaint little British town. It's just so funny.
Do you remember that Minecraft video we recorded forever ago and I put the definition of quaint on the screen because I didn't know what it meant?
Oh, can you put a link to that episode in the description so people can do it?
I don't know if I even have it uploaded still.
You think you completely took it down? You don't think you just unlisted it?
I might have unlisted it. I don't remember, honestly.
If you unlisted it, if you put it a thing in the... I think you have to put it in a comment. But if you put it in a comment, people can direct it.
Yeah, I know you can just use the URL, but... We did...
Quaint. What was that, like 3 years ago?
What that was. That was a long time ago. So we wanted to start a Minecraft hardcore world. And no, it's not the best at Minecraft.
I wasn't. I'm way better now.
No, it wasn't the best at Minecraft. And
I took a lot of risks. Like, high risk, high reward, except there wasn't any reward. I was just stupid.
I got down to half... I mean, it's not like I didn't take what?
Do you remember?
I got down to half a heart in the first episode. You remember that?
Yeah, with the skeleton.
Yeah. With like gold armor or something, and I was like, dude,
you were freaking out,
and I was complaining about how they were harder than new update and crap. And I was like, these skeletons are hacking, and you thought it was the funniest thing in the world.
Yeah, and I was like, they have aimbot. Oh, that's so funny. We gotta stop talking about that.
But no,
we're just gonna spend an hour and a half.
That's another thing that I think we need to stop doing is controlling ourselves so much because we're just restricting so many good stories. We need to just let it flow.
I guess that's fair. But then our episodes are going to be 6 hours
long.
No, it's not.
It's fine.
We have to keep them within
an hour.
It's
fine.
Okay.
We just need to talk about the things that aren't important less, which I don't think this is one of those things. I think this is important.
That's fair.
So this hardcore survival, we were posting it on YouTube, and we literally posted 2 episodes, and he said the word quaint in one of the episodes, and
I think it was about our house.
It was a quaint little house. And I didn't know what it meant, so as I was editing, I was like, oh, okay. And I just, like, screenshotted a picture of a definition and put it on the screen. Quaint. And it was so funny.
For those of you who don't know what the word quaint means, it's basically, like, small and cute.
That series was so fun.
We did it for 2... I don't know if you guys know.
We've tried to do YouTube in the past.
We have.
We both have the same dreams and the same ethic.
Yeah. Anyway, I think it's time for your number.
We're making it happen
Is
now,
it
though.
my number 6 or your number 6? I just did Goose Game. So
Was that 6?
Yeah, it was 6.
Okay, my number 6.
Look up Goose Game, by the way. Look up the art style. It's glorious.
I hope you know what this is. SmackDown vs. Raw for the PlayStation 2.
I know what it is, but I've never played it.
I don't know if I have a specific favorite one, like a specific year, because what they did was they released it every year. And then I think it was like
Madden.
2015, they rebranded it to WWE 2K15 and then 2K16 and so on.
So it's the same game, but it's just rebranded.
Essentially, yeah. But obviously, you know, they stopped making it for PlayStation 2 because PlayStation 2s don't exist.
They never did.
Listen, everybody, I have a working one, and it's phenomenal. PlayStation 2, only good thing Sony's ever done.
PS4 is okay. PS3 was
But, oh my gosh. WWE in general, and those SmackDown vs. Raw games, were such a big part of my childhood. I'm disappointed I didn't mention that in the childhood episode. And there's another game on here I'm disappointed I didn't mention. But I was so into wrestling as a kid.
I never got into it. My cousin was into it, but I never once got into it.
You know who got me into it?
Who?
You know my uncle that I've told you about that's in a band and all that? Mm-hmm. Stop getting texts, dude.
That's you. You're checking your... Quit checking your phone!
My mom just texted me, do you have the whole gallon of milk in your room?
The answer to that question is yes, actually.
Yes. Coffee.
Is she going to come in here? Tell her to come in here and she'll be...
Dude, she can make an appearance.
Tell her to come in here. Get her in here.
Get on in here.
Laura. What happens if I say, okay, assistant? Because he has 2 of those now. Google.
I'm pretty sure they both activate, and then only one of them answers.
Really?
Yeah, it's weird. It's really weird having 2 of them next to each other.
I want to try it.
No.
Okay.
They'll go off while I'm editing.
That's true.
that happened, and it freaking ticked me off, because my phone would just, like, become inaccessible for a few seconds. Anyway, back to WWE. My uncle... his name... Shut up, Mom!
She's gonna hear you and come in here and beat you.
Anyway.
Get Laura in here.
My uncle, his name is Jeffrey. He's in a band called... What's this band called?
I don't know.
Room 27. I'm sorry. He is such an awesome person.
Go check the band out. I've never listened to their music in my life.
If my mom does not stop texting me...
You're gonna what? Hit her?
Just don't forget to put it back. Okay, thanks. Anyway, he was a big role model to me as a child. Mm-hmm. And everything that he did, I did. It was that kind of thing. He's only like 20-something. He's not like significantly older than me.
Is this your mother's brother?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Half brother.
Okay.
Or step. I can't remember the difference.
Not full brother. That's
not full brother.
That's the idea here.
But they have different dads. That's the idea. Anyway, he was a big role model to me. He got me into wrestling. I was very into wrestling for years, and I loved every bit of it. Okay, number 5, no ha.
All right, number 5. Here it is. We have the entire series. I don't know if you've played this game, or any of them. They are on the PlayStation, and they are so good. PlayStation exclusives. Uncharted.
No, I haven't.
That series...
Did they have them on PlayStation 2?
No. Well, no, I think the first one was on PS3.
PlayStation 2 is the only thing I've ever played PlayStation-wise.
Like, home console-wise?
Actually, I think I've played something on your PlayStation 4 at some point. But
Just Cause. You played Just Cause.
Was that
the one with the grappling hook and the...
That's an honorable mention for sure.
That's
Just Cause.
I have that game
so
still. I didn't buy it. I just have it because of Game Pass.
Oh really?
Yeah, so I can play that. Anytime you want to play that, you can come over and play.
They have it for PC.
Just Cause is so fun.
I love Just Cause. It's so fun to just go around and blow stuff up. Dude, get out of my way! I'm blowing up a gas station.
That was a quote of the day.
Yeah, it was. Oh, we gotta talk about that.
And the next day was, enjoy your leafy penis, or something like that. Do you remember that? Or jungle penis? I think it was jungle penis. Jungle pubes. Jungle pubes. Are we allowed to say this?
We're gonna have to be.
Anyway, but Uncharted... Have you ever played Tomb Raider? Or seen people play it?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, single player, storyline based game. Very like it's main story. There's no side quests or anything. It's a third person shooter, and it's a parkour game, parkour adventure first person shooter game. I think you would love it. And the main character, Nathan Drake, is one of my favorite video game characters ever. Honestly, top 10 list of video game protagonists, which are the good guys. Nathan Drake is on there, definitely. Just such a good game. The whole series, I don't have a favorite. They're all good. There's 4 of them. Obviously, the 4th one looks the best. Also, you can play one level of Crash Bandicoot in the game, because that's also a
sponsor,
a Sony property.
Sponsored by Crash Bandicoot.
Good game. I've never played Crash.
I haven't either.
Anyway, so that's my number, 5? That was 5?
Yep. Okay, you're going to be proud of me for this one. My number 5 is Fortnite.
Fortnite Battle Royale.
Fortnite is number 5.
Fortnite almost made my list. Just because...
Fortnite didn't make your list, and it made mine.
No, it didn't make my list.
I am so mad at you.
Well, hold on, let me double check. I don't think it did. No, it's not on there.
We're canceling this podcast. Fortnite made my list.
Hold on.
Top 10 video games ever, and it didn't make yours.
Let me say this.
You literally persuaded me to put it on my list.
Fortnite would be number 11.
Dude.
It was originally on my list.
It's 5!
Fortnite is a game that I loved dearly for so long. For like 8 months of my life. Of the past, year and a half. I adored that game. And it was all I played. And I played it with all my friends. And there were just so many stupid memories that we had.
Exactly.
The game progressed, and, as games do. And sometimes things happen in games that you don't agree with, and you go away. And you don't play the game anymore. And that's what happened with Fortnite. It just got too crazy for me. But with the new season drop, they wiped the slate clean. And they basically they did reset. The whole map got deleted, and the map went into a black hole. Everything went into a black hole.
I still need to look at the news.
The new map's nice. You can swim now.
So, I was telling Noah this earlier. I know that if I played Fortnite again now, I know that I would like it, but I just don't want to invest that much time into a game again, because when I did play Fortnite, granted, everything about it is just kind of cringy. Mm-hmm. Cringy. When I played it, I had fun. I had a lot of fun, and I got pretty good at it. Just
he did get playing
with you and our other friends. It was just a really fun game to play, and just to constantly make fun of each other and other players.
Yeah,
it was fun.
It was when I think back of honestly, I would say that Fortnite is one of my most heartfelt games, which is weird.
It's memorable.
Yes, but it's not my favorite.
But that's
just because of how bad it got, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And I know, obviously, people disagree and say that it wasn't good at all, or that it still is gold. What? What am I saying? Or that it was good during the times that I didn't play. I don't know. I don't think it's my favorite, but I would say in the past 5 years, that's the most fun I've had with a video game ever.
Yeah.
I'd say in the past 5 years, because I've played with other games that I love before that.
You know what I just realized?
What?
This episode will be up. Wait, what are we on now?
Is this going to be the Christmas episode?
No, okay, never mind. No, this one will be up on the 14th. It's hard to figure out because it is currently December 1st.
Yeah, we record these ahead of time.
Way in advance. We have 3 up right now. We're posting another one on the 7th, which would be 4, and so this one's on the 14th. The one that we're recording directly after this is going to be the 21st, so then we should make a Christmas theme.
We should do a Christmas theme.
Dude.
Anyway,
we might have our topic for next episode.
We're not talking about this right now. That's next episode. Tune in.
Yeah.
We already have plans. We're just teasing you. Wink.
Sure.
I didn't wink, by the way. I just blinked.
All right, go for your number 4.
My number 4, okay. Number 4 is a perfect example of a game that I played before Fortnite that has better memories.
Okay.
And it's not even a multiplayer game. But it's a game I played with somebody.
Okay.
Pokemon Soul
go.
Silver, specifically.
Oh my gosh!
What?
I forgot Pokemon Go.
Would you? Yeah, I thought about putting it on there, but I put Pokemon Soul Silver.
I completely forgot. I really need to alter my entire list. Oh no.
Just don't. Don't alter your list.
Listen. Pokemon Go would be number 3.
It would.
It would be number 3. I'm just gonna say that.
Are you just gonna move everything down?
Can I just... Yeah, sure.
Okay, so his number 10 is now 11. Everything, blah, 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 whatever.
Actually, what if I just bump down 3 and 4, take Fortnite off,
you know,
and put... that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay, well, hold on. Talk about your number 5 then.
My actual number 5.
Yes, so
okay.
The whole thing about Fortnite was false because Pokemon Go exists.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Okay, I literally want Fortnite off of my list just because it's not on yours.
Really?
That's the reason. Even though it was that high. So, my new number 5. I am genuinely mad at myself that I didn't talk about this in the childhood episodes. Mm-hmm. Because the episode, childhood's episode.
There it is.
Or maybe I did. I don't think I did. Guitar Hero 3.
I think
3.
I think you
for
brought
the
it up, but I don't
PlayStation
think
2.
it was extended.
That game, dude.
I've never played Guitar Hero in my life.
Specifically number 3 as well. I have played the other... There's more than 2.
There's like 1,000 Guitar Hero games, bro.
Well, there's Guitar
it's
Hero...
It's like Just Dance.
There's Guitar Hero 1, 2, and 3, and then there's like themed ones. And I've played a couple of the themed ones and 1 and 2, but those were all recent that I played those.
Yeah.
3, I played for years growing up. And my sister and I, we're both very, like, musically inclined. So, I know it's just a game, it's just a fake guitar, but I feel like that's what kind of trained my rhythm a lot.
Yeah. It's a rhythm-based game.
It's very rhythm-based. I actually hadn't played that game for years because I used to be decent at it. I would play on hard mode, which is the second hardest, and I almost beat like the full game on it back in the day. That's like the best I ever got.
Yeah.
And then 4 years of chorus later, I played it like probably a month or 2 ago.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that.
So good.
Yeah.
Like significantly
I would
better.
probably be pretty good after a couple minutes just because I'm really good at rhythm.
Yeah. So, I played through the entire game in one night on hard.
That's funny.
Or it might have been like 2 or 3, but I remember I stayed up the first night until like 5 a.m.
Yeah.
Just playing it because I was so addicted and my fingers hurt so bad after it. And, that game, dude.
Such a good game.
Such
a good game, like looking back on the memories that other people have.
But I beat the entire game on hard, which is not something I don't think I ever completely beat it on hard back in the day.
Yeah.
I think I just got to like the 7th stage and then I couldn't really do it from there. But I beat the entire game on hard almost every song on the first attempt. It progressively gets harder each stage. So I think it was like 7 or 8 I started failing a song once or twice each. But I eventually beat the whole thing on hard, and then I beat most of it on expert, and I haven't like tried to finish the whole thing. I still have a little bit left, but I'm sure I probably could do it now.
Yeah.
So,
Guitar Hero 3.
Oh.
All right, now to talk about my number 4, which I already mentioned, Pokemon Soul Silver. So, for those of you who don't know, Pokemon games are released in generations. So every new generation,
New set of Pokemon.
A new set of Pokemon. A new set of roughly 100. The original generations, which were the original games, Red and Blue, or Red and Green if you were in Japan, because Green is better for some reason.
It is better.
That's fair.
Chartreuse, baby.
Apparently, Red, Green, Blue, and Yellow were all released in Japan, and we just didn't get Green for some reason. It's the same game. I don't know what the differences were. That may be false. I don't know if Blue was released in Japan, but I'm pretty sure it was. Anyway, So the after those games came out and they were a huge success, they knew that they knew they had to do another
We're
one.
We're both having a lot of trouble speaking.
We are. This is a scuffed
podcast.
episode. Yeah.
We shouldn't be like this.
No. So a couple years later, I think in 2000 probably, they released the sequels, which were Gold and Silver. And they had exactly 100 new Pokemon and the original 151, which was brought up the total to 251. And it gave a whole new region to explore, and you could explore the old region, which is the only time that's ever happened. And it's just such a good game. It's basically 2 games in one. And they got remakes, so they took the old games, gave them new graphics, put all the new Pokemon that had happened since then, which these happened in like 2011, I think, 2009 or 2010, 2011, and
2000,
yeah,
one of those years,
somewhere from 2009 to 2011,
somewhere in the 2000s.
For the DS, so the original ones for the Game Boy Color, and then they recreated Gold and Silver and named them Heart Gold and Soul Silver, and I spent so many hours playing Soul Silver, and my cousin had Heart Gold. And I remember perfectly the day that I got it. It's like photogenic memory, exactly what happened. It had been out for months, and I had heard about people playing it, and I wanted it so bad. I went to Florida for summer vacation, was hanging out with my grandparents and my cousin, as I always did as a kid.
Hanging out with my grandparents. I just like the sound of that.
Yeah, I did. I love my grandparents. I absolutely adore them.
I'm sure I've mentioned my cruise, and I'm sure I'll do it again. But my grandparents went on our cruise.
Went with you?
Went what?
You said went on us.
Went with us on our cruise, and that was a blast. I love my grandparents to death.
Yeah. Anyway, so
Pokemon.
We went to, of all places, Sam's Club, which is my favorite place on earth. And my cousin and I, we had played Pokemon games before that. He owned Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, which were all $60 games, and they all came out around the same time. So he had all of them. And it was Pokemon, we had Pokemon cards, we had figurines, we had everything. And this was the first Pokemon game that we could play together and actually enjoy together.
I wish I would stop getting notifications. I really should just mute it.
Yeah, you should. As you don't reach for your phone to mute it.
Yeah.
But I just had so many hours poured into that game with my cousin, without my cousin, and I ended up having to sell that game years later. But my dad got the game for me as a Christmas present one year, as well as an old DS, because I didn't want to play it on my 3DS. I wanted to play it on an old DS just for the memory. So I have the exact DS that I had and Soul Silver. And I've started playing it again more recently in the past couple months. I haven't played it too recently, but I just love that game, and it was just so fun. And that is not only my number 4 favorite game of all time, it's my number 1 favorite Pokemon game.
Really?
Without a doubt. Significantly more than Pokemon Go. I love Pogo, but it's just Pogo.
Pogo.
I love Pogo so...
Schlundo. You like how that's an actual term in Pokemon Go?
Well, it's not, by the creators, but in the fans, in the community, it's a used term.
The fandom, if you will.
The fandom, the Pogo
Sponsored
fandom.
by fandoms. Sponsored by Tumblr.
No. Anyway, Pokemon Soul Silver. Give it a try. Your Pokemon followed you around. In the world.
That's pretty cool.
You could have a Pokemon follow you around.
Your buddy.
Yeah. So cool. Anyway, that went on a rant about one of my favorite games of all time.
On to my number 4. I'm still kind of baffled by this, that it was your 10, Mario Kart.
Mm-hmm.
That's my number 4. I just love the idea of it. I'm so surprised that it was low for you. I just
haven't played it recently.
We talked about that one in the past, so I feel like I don't have to say much, but it's just, the concept is just pure bliss.
There's nothing wrong with Mario Kart. I don't think there ever has been. Have you ever played the original one? I have it on my Switch. Super Mario Kart, the old one for the Super Nintendo. I'll let you play it after this, just for 5 minutes. It's terrible.
It's
so bad. Because Mario Kart's 3D because you're racing.
Yeah.
They tried to imitate 3D in a 2D space.
Imitate's a word, right?
No, I said imitate.
Imitate.
They tried to imitate 3D without the use of 3D, so everything 3D is in 2D.
Well, technically, 3D games, all 3D games are 2D games.
But it's hard to explain for people who don't understand programming. You know what I mean by that.
I know.
In programming, it's so much 2D and 3D are completely different animals.
Also, something that I thought whenever we took Vaughn's class, something that I thought was really interesting is that sometimes in games that you have like a moving character, sometimes it's not the character moving and it's the background.
Yeah, it's the screen.
I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, that's something that we discovered. Which
it just depends on how the game is.
I had a suspicion, but I didn't think that it was that intense. But sometimes the entire screen moves and your character doesn't, which is strange. That's not how it works in Mario.
Also,
I know that specifically.
The scene view.
Yeah.
Seeing a game from like an outside perspective is
or like
funny
an
as
inside
crap.
perspective. Honestly, seeing the game like behind the scenes, like you watch behind the scenes for movies, and you're like, wow, that's how it really looks, like green screens and stuff. Picture that.
I feel
but
like
a video game.
Yeah,
it's like
it's
way
equally
more
fascinating though to me.
Yeah,
because that just might be the filmmaker in me, but anyway, number 3 for you, right?
Number 3 for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're getting to the end. Top 3. Here it is.
We are currently at 52 minutes.
This one, I'm pretty sure could be number 4.
Okay.
I think I may switch number 3 and number 4. However, it doesn't matter. I love them. I would say equally.
Mm-hmm.
Apex Legends. That
we've talked a good bit of.
Have you talked about it? I've talked about it with you.
I know you've talked about it with me, but I thought you did on the podcast a little bit.
I don't think so. I may have.
Maybe not.
That game, in case you don't know, it's a Battle Royale game, and it was, in 24 hours, it had 50 million players.
Are you serious?
Yes.
I did not know that.
For the first, week that Apex was out, Fortnite was dead. Like, nobody was playing Fortnite. Obviously, it's balanced out now, and there's a lot more people playing Fortnite than there are Apex. Apex is down a lot, but Apex is still incredibly popular. Just the characters in that game, the characters you play as, they're so fleshed out.
He's told me a lot about, like, the lore and the backstory. Is that the same thing? That's the same thing.
Yeah, basically.
Kind of the Apex character. Well, the Legends.
Yeah, they're called the Apex Legends. That's why the game is called Apex Legends.
It's really cool. I've never been like super into this game. I've played it a couple times and it's really good, but it's like Fortnite. I just don't want to get addicted to it.
Yeah. Also, we can't play together because it's not cross-platform, and I have an Xbox and he has a PC.
PC's all I play these days.
If we could play cross-platform, I guarantee you would play it more. Like if you had the opportunity to play with me.
Probably.
It's not like aside from the gameplay itself, the lore and the characters, they're all so well thought out.
It really is.
Because what they did, I don't know if you knew this, it takes place in a universe that's already established.
Yeah. It's based on another game, right?
The creators, Respawn Entertainment, made a game called Titanfall, and then a sequel, Titanfall 2. And for years, they had been working on an unnamed project that was like, they basically said, hey, we're working on something. And that was literally all we had.
Hey,
and then February 10th, 2019, they were like, hey, here's Apex Legends. No build up, nothing. They just dropped it, and within 24 hours, 50 million people were playing.
Valentine's Day.
Yeah. There's actually a badge in the game that you got for playing on Valentine's Day. The thing is, that was when
Valentine's Day?
No.
I
think
you
it's
have
a
stupid, girlfriend.
I do. I think it's a stupid
I'm excited
holiday.
for it, and you're not.
And
I'm single.
Graylee's gonna be mad at me. I think Valentine's Day is a stupid holiday.
Listen,
you should celebrate your relationship every day.
I can agree with that. However, I'm excited for it, though I am single, because I have a tradition. A 3-year ongoing tradition on Valentine's Day where I take a picture of myself and I put the same stuff on it. I put someone love me please. I put the year. I put a bunch of like Snapchat what are the like Bitmoji sticker things.
Little stickers.
And they're like all the same ones, but they're like slightly different versions, and there's like a bunch of heart things.
Yeah.
And I just think it's the funniest thing in the world.
Funny. So this is gonna be year 4.
It's gonna be number 4, yeah.
That's funny. Anyway, but Apex definitely, I think Apex Legends and Pokemon Soul Silver can be interchangeable because I've had a lot of fun with Soul Silver, and I've also had a lot of fun with Apex more recently. Yeah. I think they're interchangeable.
Number 3 for me, as I said, because I altered my list midway through, is Pokemon Go. I have only been playing Pokemon Go since June, and I have never played another Pokemon Go other than this.
A Pokemon game.
Pokemon game. But oh my gosh, it is so addictive. Just Noah and I are both like this. I'm a big completionist, and the fact that there's just such a large goal, like, gets me going, dude.
Yeah. I think you would love like a main series Pokemon game. I think the best place for you to start is the new ones, honestly.
Think so?
Yeah. I think Sword and Shield is great because it lowers the Pokemon count from about 900 to 400, so it's a little more reasonable goal.
Yeah. Accomplishable.
And also, they added way more new ways to gather Pokemon, so you can complete it, like, if you just sit down and grind, in, like, probably 72 hours. Which is really, really quick.
Part of me loves the just hugeness of the game, and part of me hates it.
Yeah.
Because I used to have this thing where I just didn't like games that were, like, really, really big. Like, there was a lot to do, a lot to accomplish, because I'm a completionist, and I'm very goal-oriented, and I have to have something that I'm working toward that's actually... that I'm actually capable of accomplishing. But I feel like eventually I can fill up the Pokédex in Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
So
I've already got almost 2 regions done.
Yeah.
All I need is a known, and then I've got the first 2 done.
I've been playing since June, and I almost have 1 region done.
Yeah.
And
he's done it way faster than I have.
Yeah. But I'm overly dedicated to certain things. And I'm fairly sure that I've played that game every single day since I downloaded it.
Yeah. It's such a good game.
One thing that makes me mad, though, back to the cruise, I literally went to Mexico and didn't get the Mexico regionals.
There's Pokemon that spawn in the real world, for those of you who don't know.
In certain regions in the real world.
There are specific Pokemon that spawn in certain regions. So in America, we have a bull named Tauros. And other parts of the world cannot catch that. They have to come to America to get it, or meet somebody from America and trade it.
Yeah.
And then that applies to other places too.
There are 2 regionals in Mexico. They're called Corsola or you say Corsola, don't you?
Corsola, yeah.
And Heracross.
Heracross is a big beetle,
and I didn't
Corsola
get it either
is coral.
Because there was no signal. And I figured out later that there's some sort of international thing that you have to do that I have no idea how to do. Yeah. So I'll just have to do that next time, I guess. But
yeah. Crazy.
On our next cruise, we probably won't even be going to Mexico, so I can only get one of them.
No more
right?
Corsola. I have both of them because I went to Florida.
Wait, okay. How are they regioned again, those 2? I know one is, like, near the equator, right?
I think Corsola is coast, like tropics, and then Heracross is near the equator.
Okay.
Which
so could I get both in, like, the Bahamas?
Yes.
Because that's probably where we're going to go. Yeah. Okay.
Anyway,
so that was my number 3. What's your number 2?
I have a sneaking suspicion that your number 2 and your number 1 are the same as my number 2 and number 1.
I do too, because you haven't said my number 2 and number 1.
My number 2 is Minecraft. He's giving me a look.
Dude.
What? What?
I'm going to put crickets right there. No, I'm so upset.
Why?
That's not my number 2.
It isn't?
No.
Minecraft, I don't know where to begin. You guys know what Minecraft is. Everyone knows what Minecraft is. It's such a timeless game. And I think it will always be popular.
I'm not saying much about it, if you've noticed.
I think I know what your number 1 is. I think I knew that when you started.
I can't...
There's not anything to say about Minecraft.
I can't keep it a secret. I'll talk about it when it comes around, but you say your your
I
your piece.
That's all there is. There's nothing to say. It's just I've had so many hours having like so much fun looking at mods and, you know, texture packs and people making stupid builds and stuff. It's just nothing but fun. And I've loved that game for years. And probably always will.
My number 2 is Portal.
That's funny. Why do you like Portal, Eli?
It's so perfect. It's like the perfect amount of everything that a game needs. I say good graphics. It's not like real looking graphics.
Yeah.
It's just a nice style.
Yeah.
That's what I mean by good graphics. It has a great story. It's kind of puzzly, makes you think a little bit. It's just, there's so much about it that is just so flawless.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like Minecraft. It's just kind of timeless, but it also is one of those games that's not very replayable. It is a little bit.
I disagree personally because it's my number one favorite game
I understand.
of all time.
I understand. Well, there you go. No drum roll. You guys know. Number one.
This is a good time to explain it because we're talking about it. That's my number one, and I'm assuming Minecraft is your number one.
Minecraft is my number one. Talk about Portal, and then I'll talk about Minecraft for me.
Listen, you've explained Portal, and I agree tremendously. The only thing that I disagree
is the replayability.
I have played Portal completely, or Portal 2. Portal 2 mostly, because I played through Portal 1.
They're both so good, though.
The original Portal is so good, and
But
Valve, the creators of Portal, does this thing where they create something, and it's like, okay, but it has so much potential, and then they don't let that potential go.
Potential, son.
We can't
talk about that.
No. They take the potential, and they actually do it. And that's what Portal 2 is. It's taking the idea that Portal created and just making it 7,000 times
it's like
better.
the new Sonic.
What?
Taking the potential and making it happen. You know what I'm saying? Because they actually listen to their fans.
Oh, yeah, okay. I thought you meant like a Sonic game, and I was like, there hasn't been a good Sonic game since the first one.
The new movie. Because, yeah. I'm sorry, that's just what I thought of.
That's funny, though. In case you guys don't know, Sonic looked terrible, and now he looks good.
Because they actually listened.
Yeah. Paramount, listened. The people who were making the movie, they were like, listen, we don't want to make a movie that you guys don't like.
Those memes are... Oh my gosh, that's one of my favorite memes. The memes about them actually listening to their fans. Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
Listen.
Nobody does. No
does.
company does.
I think Portal, in and of itself, might not be my number one game of all time. Because
Better be Minecraft.
I made this list pretty rushed. I think overall Minecraft, I've played more. But I've beaten Portal 2 all the way through at least 5 times.
My gosh.
Just because of how good it is.
I've only done both once. Are you disappointed in me now?
A little. I beat the original Portal twice. And I don't even like that one as much as I like the second one.
Alright.
That is the only game on my, on Steam that I almost have every achievement for.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang.
I think I'm only
insane.
missing 2 or 3.
Those Steam achievements are stupidly hard.
I think Steam, this might be another topic for another day, but I think Steam achievements are the pinnacle of achievements.
That's true.
I think Xbox are
They're
okay.
just hard enough.
They're just hard enough. But the achievements for Xbox, they seem like, hey, you did this thing that most people don't do just because they don't play this far. Because, statistically, if 100 million people buy a game, which is a ridiculous amount, by the way, 1 million of those people are going to play the game all the way through. That's just how it is. So, in reality, you sold 1 million copies. If your goal is to get people to play your game. If your goal is to just make money, you did it.
You're good.
You sold... I mean, selling a million is, decent. But... The freaking... What are they called? Achievements. I forgot. on Xbox is just like, this achievement is rare because 1% of people get it, but everyone who actually played the game got the achievement because it's not hard. It's just nobody that did like bought the game and that didn't play it that much got it. That's why it's rare. But in Steam, they're not categorized by rarity, they're categorized by difficulty. And that's why they're so much harder and so much more rewarding to get.
Yeah.
When you have like rare achievements, it's like, oh, you did that? I have an achievement. Do you know about the achievement where you have to complete...
That's like the Minecraft achievement.
Stop.
Ha ha ha. The biome one?
Oh.
Remember when I got that like 3 times?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Furious Cocktail. And then how did we get here?
No, how did we get here is the really... Oh my god.
Do you know it's harder
I haven't gotten that one on the new update yet.
On 1.14?
With like the dolphin thing and...
Or you haven't done it since 1.13.
What? No.
You did it in 1.12. Because I remember I helped you.
What did they add to it in 13?
Yeah, Dolphin's Grace you have to get now.
Was that 13?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I guess the last time I did it was 1.12.
Dolphin's Grace was added, and...
They only added a few new effects, but they're all really hard.
Yeah.
Because Dolphin's Grace lasts like 7 seconds.
You have to get that like right at the end.
And
I was thinking about that the other day.
There's a bunch of other ones that last like no time whatsoever, and it was so hard.
The easy ones are potion effects because they last up to like 8 minutes.
You can literally just set up dispensers and pressure plates and just walk over.
Yeah, I remember you helped me do it and I got it.
Did you get it?
Yeah, I did. I got it because you set it all up.
Yeah, I set it all up and we tried to get it together, and he went first. His attempt was first, right?
Yeah, and I remember I lost mining fatigue.
He didn't get it. And then he was like, okay, let's just try yours. And then I got it the first attempt, and he tried it again.
And didn't get it.
And then he tried it again.
And I'm pretty sure.
And didn't get it. And he got so mad and
I remember, I think we came back, I remember getting it. I think I may have gotten it when you weren't there. I'm pretty sure
it was another day at least.
I don't know if I got it when you were there.
I don't know if you did either.
I may have gotten it when you weren't there.
But okay, I just gotta say, my number one is Minecraft, and I love it dearly. It has been absolutely one of the most influential things in my entire life.
I can vouch for that.
I have been playing Minecraft on the PC since December 26th, 2013. I know, to the very day. The day after Christmas, my man. I started out on a laptop, and even before that, I played Pocket Edition on my iPod Touch. Yeah.
So you've played for longer.
I've played longer than 6 years, if we're talking about Minecraft. But if we're talking about PC, it was 6 years.
Yeah.
Or slightly under. But...
Almost 6 years. Almost 6 years to the day. Like, you're really close.
Yeah. Currently 25 days away, but by the time this posts, I'll be 12 days away. Quick math. But... But what was that dude's name?
Oh, what is his name? Big Shock.
We're sponsored by Big Shock.
Big Shock.
But if I didn't mention Minecraft and the childhood thing, I'm severely disappointed in myself.
Honestly, I think I have to switch my number 2 and number 1. It doesn't matter.
Sure, dude.
It doesn't matter because both of ours are the same.
Can we just title this Minecraft?
No, we gotta make them wait. Even though everyone who's watching this knows.
They know.
I think like the bottom of the list, people are gonna be like, "Oh, that's weird," but then like the top 2, everyone knows that we love.
I could talk about Minecraft seriously.
We can make an entire episode.
Several episodes I could talk about Minecraft. I have so many memories tied to this game. So many stupid things I've done. So many amazing things I've done. I've been on several like servers with a bunch of my friends. Noah and I have had a few servers.
Mm-hmm. You mean I've had a server?
He paid for them. But if we ever start one again, I'm paying for it.
Yeah.
Because he's a broke boy.
You better opt me.
No.
You're not going to opt me? I'm not going to be the admin?
No, sir.
You're the mod and I'm the admin? Let's go.
If we started another Minecraft server, do you think we could get anyone to play, or should we just try to play with us?
I don't know. If you guys want to join a Minecraft server, let us know, because honestly,
Leave a comment.
I'm down to try installing it again. Because my computer's been off for like months.
That's the main reason that I haven't been playing it much lately, is because I don't have anyone left to play it with.
My computer's trash.
Crap, and all of my other friends are crap.
Yeah. I've been playing it on a short girl that I lived with computer.
However,
I don't know if she wants me to say her name. I doubt she cares, but I'm just not going to yet.
Hold off so I don't have to edit. There is one group of people that I still love dearly that are Minecraft OGs like me, that I used to play with forever ago, that I still would love to play with, but they just have very, very different availabilities. So, shout out to Tyler and C.
Name drop.
Yeah. They both don't care. They both have YouTube channels.
That's fair. Does Tyler still upload?
He uploaded like yesterday.
Does he still upload frequently?
He's not as consistent as he used to be, but
my man Tyler.
Tyler, I love you.
Tyler, I didn't have many interactions with you, but when I did, I enjoyed them. You are wonderful.
You're just a good man. Good man.
Good man.
Good man.
Anyway, I think that brings us to the end.
It does.
We shared what, three games? It was Mario Kart.
How many did we have in common? Hold on.
Let's see. I think it was just Portal,
Minecraft, Mario Kart.
I think that's it.
Portal, Minecraft, and Mario Kart.
Yep. Pogo definitely would be on mine. More recently, just because I've played it a lot more recently. I just think I didn't want 2 Pokemon games on there. I think that's why I didn't put it on there.
I'm just gonna throw this out there because the other honorable mentions that I had were the Stanley Parable, Tabs, and Cookie Clicker.
Cookie Clicker. Amen. I think if I were to pick one more honorable mention, honestly, I don't know. I don't know any other games that I've played a lot more recently. I really like, all I can think about is the name of the DLC. It's called Void Heart, but that's not the game.
I don't know.
Hollow Knight. Excuse me.
Bro.
Hollow Knight's fun. If you haven't played it, look at it. It's got a really neat art style.
New number 1, Meme Star.
That we're gonna leave it at that because we're gonna dedicate an episode.
We are, yeah.
Look forward to Meme Star because you're gonna hear a lot of it.
Meme Star and Vaughn.
We're not gonna tell you what. Don't even say anything more about Meme Star. Just Meme Star and Vaughn.
It's not actually number 1. Minecraft holds my heart.
Yeah. Meme Star's a close second. All right. Hope you enjoyed.
Meme Star would be like 27.
We hope you enjoyed. This was really fun.
I love this episode.
I didn't know about a lot of those games. That's interesting.
I didn't know. I've never played it. I mean, I've heard of a lot of yours, but I've never played.
Yeah.
Most of them.
Yeah.
Hit us with it.
Well, we'll see you in the next episode. This has been what?
Dude.
Oh, the outro that I forgot about. Okay, you want to do it?
Yeah, you do.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. We nailed it.
We can't keep saying things at the end.